Somebody should have said, I received that right there. But let me help you. Please put this in your notes. Are you ready? There's a difference between suddenly and instantly. There's a difference between suddenly and instantly. Instantly describes how fast something happens. Suddenly describes how unexpectedly it appears. That's good preaching right there. Instantly describes how fast something happens, while suddenly describes how unexpectedly it appears. Why is that important, Pastor Mike? Because something can happen instantly without it being sudden. How do I know it happened instant? Because I knew it was coming. But the change or the shift from instant to sudden is when it occurs without my knowledge. That's why something can feel sudden, even though God has been working on it for a long time behind the scenes. I hope this blesses you. Instantly means it happened quickly. Suddenly means you just didn't see it coming. And I want to speak over your life. God's about to hit you with something for the good that you just didn't see coming. I'm finna preach like my grandmama used to say, checks in the mail, raises and bonuses, sales and commission. Good things are getting ready to happen for you. Somebody shout now. This is critical because a suddenly is not always an unprepared moment. It is often when hidden preparations become visible manifestations. That's good. Please put this in your notes, and I'm loving your note taking. Suddenly is not always an unprepared moment. It is often the moment when hidden preparation becomes visible manifestation. Let me paint the picture for you. It is the idea of you waking up in the morning and the first thing you smell is bacon, eggs, grits, sausage, and you wake up and the first thing you do is, some smell good. Then you mosey on into the kitchen and breakfast appears suddenly. See, breakfast is sudden to you because you didn't see coming. But it was not sudden to mama because while you were asleep at 6, she was preparing it. And what I'm trying to drill home to you is when I say you're stepping into a suddenly season, I am not saying God is about to start working on what you need. What I'm telling you is he's already been working on your 2026. You had no clue in 2024 when you was going through stuff you didn't want to go through. God was like, I can't take you out in 24 because if I take you out in 24, it's going to mess up your suddenly in 26. He was preparing something for me. Suddenly, somebody say suddenly. And here's what's important. God is always doing something. Even when it seems like he's silent, I've learned that his silence, you might want to write this, is strategic. God's silence is strategic. Why is that important, Pastor Mike? So God's silence is not just silence. It's a setup. And I told you last week, and I pray 3 of you can finish this bar, because when God's doing nothing, he's actually doing something, because when he's doing nothing intentionally. God don't have to rush. God don't have to be extra. God don't have to do too much, because when you know what you got planned, you're able to stay confident in crisis. The problem is, listen to me, that we celebrate suddenly, but we resent delay. That might be worth writing and underlining in your notes. We celebrate suddenly, but we resent delay. We praise God for breakthroughs, but then we complain about the process. And if we're honest, most of the suddenlies that happen in our life are born from the seasons of delay. So what does that teach us, Pastor Mike? This may be worth writing. Suddenly isn't the opposite of delay.